A Pennsylvania prosecutor is investigating roughly 30 voter registration applications and mail-in ballot applications that were identified as fraudulent, including several that officials linked to an Arizona-based group that is working in the county. The registration forms were spotted by the county's Board of Elections officials, who then separated the forms and referred the matter for further investigation, Monroe County District Attorney Mike Mancuso said in a statement. At least some of the forms were submitted by Field and Media Corp., an apparent subsidiary of Field Corp., an Arizona-based organization working in Lancaster County, according to Mancuso. The broader investigation continues with reference to Field Corps' involvement, he said. Mancuso urged residents to remain calm, noting that his office is in regular contact and working with investigators from the Attorney General's office as well as others. A further update will be made in the next day or so, he said. Monroe County did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital's request for comment. The news comes after election officials in Lancaster County reported receiving 2 separate batches of apparently fraudulent or incomplete voter registration forms earlier this month. The 2,500 forms marked as suspicious either had false names, duplicative handwriting, or unverifiable or incorrect identifying information, officials said. The issues prompted county election officials to notify both the Pennsylvania Department of State and the State Attorney General's office to open a criminal investigation. The applications reportedly were not limited to a single party and were collected in various spots across the county. Pennsylvania Attorney General Michelle Henry sought to reassure voters in the Keystone State, noting in a press release late Thursday that her office has been working with respective counties on the apparent attempts to submit fraudulent ballots and investigate any organizations that may be responsible. While we will not be divulging sensitive information about these investigations, we want to clarify that the investigations regard voter registration forms, not ballots, Henry said. These attempts have been thwarted by the safeguards in place in Pennsylvania. We are working every day with our partners to ensure a fair, free, and safe election. She added, the investigations are ongoing, and offenders who perpetrated acts of fraud will be held accountable under the law. Meanwhile, Democrat Kamala Harris, who was raised in a middle-class family because of Donald Trump somehow, on Thursday, rejected claims by Republican Donald Trump of widespread election fraud in the battleground state of Pennsylvania, despite it being a real thing, said the system was working as it should to identify the small number of issues arising. Make it make sense.